We're definitely going to be buying bigger trailers here in the near future. We're going to also have to rent some equipment for making silage out of corn. At least we have a cornfield. Okay. Now that's full, let's go ahead and go on back to where we left off. And we'll turn the equipment on, drop the header down. Get our GPS locked on. All right. Let's rock and roll. Got a little strip there that we're going to have to come back and get. Little tufts. Good. Wheat's filling up. I don't like how it's leveling flat as it fills up, but it's all game stuff. Nope, did not change that to liters, or to get bushels. So let's go back here. Simple inspector, HUD visible, sort list alphabetically, show all farms, player names on, show def level, show speed, damage, fill level. I don't know why I didn't change it to bushels. But any hoosers. Good to go. So as we work on this series, the intro and outro, I still need to figure out what I'm going to do. But for now, we're just going to do a black fade in, black fade out. I need to learn how to do video edits. And already I'm going to have to learn because I've got, so far, 2 sections of this video I need to splice together. So yep, we are definitely going to be learning how to do editing. Tap the brakes, fly right by. So let's just take a big look at the map. We're probably a quarter done. So yeah, and we got, you know, those little tufts there right there we got to pick back up. So yeah, we're about a quarter done with this field already. This is the first time I have been on Alma. I've never attempted to do this map. This is the first iteration of FarmSim that I have started to play. So yep, this map is absolutely new to me, and I know other people that love it. So far, I mean, the starting farm, we got some very good starting equipment right off the bat, you know. So we cannot complain with any of that. And we now have 4 fields to our name. We took out a small loan, which I want to plan on paying off as soon as possible, not just in 2 years. And it's actually set up with the, yeah, I got plenty of time to take, with the revised loan system or whatever this is. This is a mod. And oh, so I do have that $100,000 loan. Okay, because I'm used to seeing it in my finance page here. Okay, so I've got $225,000 in loans right now. Alright, so we're going to have to figure that out on repaying the loans. Yep, lots of figuring things out. I think the first loan, I don't know why I didn't show it up in the page report. GPS it. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the pipe out because we are going to need that out here in a hot second. Apparently, I didn't have cruise control set, so. Oh. Yep. Crop destruction. My two tire tracks. Oh well, rookie mistakes. It happens. It happens. Alright, so let's work our way over. And I crunch our John Deere header onto the trailer. So this Flegel trailer is going to be full here. I think it's a crampy. It's a crampy, so it's got 38,500 capacity. I thought that was a Flegel. So we are dealing with the crampy version. So I think it's this one here. Crampy Big Body 750S. Crampy Ram Body AS 750. So it's that one right there. So it's 44,500 with the extension, and we do not have the extension, so we are dealing with 38,600. So I said 38.5. It's 38.6. Hey, can't complain with that. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that back on. Drop that in, and I'm going to do a little something here. Forward header. Position the tail of the combine over top of the swath and drop that little bit onto it. That way we don't have some weird little swath over there that we got to take care of. Okay, lock on target, drop her down, and we're going to take a I guess we did. Alright, as soon as we're done with this field, we're going to go ahead and jump into... Actually, we got to take the 8R over to... We can probably use the case pooler for this. I think we can use the case pooler. We'll play with all the tractors except that 3650. I wish the mod authors would sit there when they make these maps. I wish they would give you... They love sticking with this little John Deere. I don't know what their fascination is. I mean, it'd be nice to have the 6M, but that's a mod. You know. It's a nice starting tractor, but oh my god, it makes me want to gag every time I see it now, because it's overused on everything. So if I were to do a small tractor, the Z-Tour would be a decent one to start with. Max the horsepower out on that. The Farmall C series. That'd be another good starting tractor. Yeah, there's so many other options. We can go with the 120C. That takes it up to 117 horsepower. The Massey Ferguson 5700S, that'd be another great little starter. Yeah, even though the price is double compared to the John Deere that's locked at 116. I mean, heck, even if you go with this one here, just the base model Z-Tour, that you go to other maps and, you know, Riverbend Springs was the John Deere and the Challenger. Waseca County, that was the medium Massey Ferguson, the M7 with the John Deere. Palanque, I think that one had a Z-Tour on it. And I think that was a Massey starting off with for the medium. But yeah, it's like, change it up a little bit. I know there's these mod authors, you know, some of them have a very good version. I mean, heck, if you just take a look at, you know, the vehicles that we got, John Deere. John Deere. I mean, the John Deere stuff, the header, the pickup, you know, the weights. I don't know why it's called a pickup. It should be a weight. John Deere. Yeah, I mean, change up the variety some. You know? Make it interesting to start a new map with totally different equipment than what you would see normally. Throwing up, if you take a harvester, for instance, because every map starts with one, that usually it's this Massey Ferguson 8570 or 8670, 8570. Eyes, can't read. Make it the Claas EVN 450. Or the Fendt. You know, the 5275 Fendt. Or even the Axial Flow case. But anyway, back to harvesting. We're over half done. Once we're done with that, we'll hit this grass field and we'll get that taken care of. At least mowed. At least work on the mowing part of it today. Yeah, we're going to have to jump over this bridge here to come into our new field, which looks like we should be able to access anywhere. We'll find out. Because our cows are going to need grass, our horses are going to need oats. We may have to buy field 6 here and plant carrots in that as much as I don't want to. I don't know. We'll figure out what the horses need. In fact, let's go to the help. Horses. Okay, different varieties. Yeah, we'll figure it out here. Go over to the wagon here in a minute. There's our one. Did not run into it this time. Yay! Yay for us. We got a lot of baling to do. A lot of baling. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off our combine. And let's go. Let's go unload into one of our new to us silos. I just love the fact that we got these ginormous silos here on the starter farm. Love it. And okay, that is. Let's take a look at something here. So this is where we can put in some foods, some foodstuffs. We need to take care of all the horses. Ugh. It's going to be a chore. We're going to have to change this up to 2-day months, I think. Or we just keep the farm small, you know? So we got a base food, we got hay, and then we got a root crop. And the root crop only gives us 5%, so we really don't need vegetables, you know, like carrots or potatoes. Horses can be sold for a profit. Horses like hay, oats, and sorghum. Additionally, they require water. They need to be ridden daily to increase their value. Animals that are healthy and older than 22 months can reproduce. Okay. So, we're going to need to buy a water tanker. How much water does the... They don't have any straw. But it doesn't say anything about water. As far as the conditions for straw, manure, total capacity, base food, hay, root crop. Doesn't say anything about water. So we have yesterday, we have Winston, we have Temper, Utara, and Ursula. Okay. So we're going to need to play with them guys. We're going to need to get some hay going. We're going to have to ted some grass, as much as I don't want to do any tedding. That's going to be fun, I guess. Wheat. There's only the one pit to dump into. Point this the other direction this time, just to change things up a little bit. And I did turn the combine off. Hi-ho, hi-ho, back to the field we go. A couple more passes and we'll be done, and then we can probably just hop on the road there. We got an approach right at the bridge. Or we jump the creek, one of the two. I say, saddle again. been springs, we would have been done with the field by now. You know, this field is, 17.28 acres. There's only like 3, maybe 4 fields that are at least this size. And this is kind of a medium field. I mean, look at this one here. This one's 47 acres. This one up here, 51 acres. So yeah, field size is definitely bigger. Definitely bigger. Which means to keep everything going, flowing smoothly on the upcoming video processing, I may have to start doing time lapses or just cutting out sections altogether. But we'll find out. That's all part of my video editing skills that I will be learning. So, because I know some people, when they do their gameplays, they record for several hours and then do a time lapse, do some cuts, things like that. Because this is new. Like I said, the first thing I gotta learn to do is splice 2 videos together. And I did try to, when I stopped the video on the first one, I was looking directly. I just put my controller down. I had to step away for a minute. The dogs were going absolutely nuts. And I wanted to check on them to see what the heck was going on. When I came back, I just went ahead and hit record again. Went back into the game. So everything should be technically a seamless transition because I left the controller. I didn't move anything. Even my speech, there was just a pause at the end of the one video, which would have been normal, and then I came back in. So it should be fairly seamless. I should just go into the editing software and say, okay, here's video 1, drop in video 2, and it picks right up right where video 1 ended. So, yeah, we'll find that out. I'm still trying to figure out what software I want to use. In fact, I need to make that decision today. I think the front runner is going to be Davinci Resolve. Although I'm not thrilled about, what am I using the software for and have to give a description. But that's neither here nor there. We'll figure it out. Horses, oh, we had chickens too? I didn't see where they were at. So their cleanliness is good. We need to get them some food. They need at least sorghum and oats. So we got the oats. We bought the oat field. So we'll have to keep that for them. We'll have to keep the wheat for the chickens as well. So we kind of got to keep everything. The corn, that's going to be making our corn silage for the cattle. The sheep, we need to keep some of that for grass. So like half of the field I need to do as grass, and the other half I need to do as hay. instead of red on the map. Yeah. It's actually starting to pick up fairly well, so it's still horrible. I mean, I would prefer it to be at least 90%. Yellowish. Maybe on the verge of green. Stop. Backing on up. So we don't leave a giant swath for the baler to pick up. And extend the pipe. I mean, we could have brought the tractor over here. I prefer to leave the tractor in one location. And since it's just myself doing this, do an external view because it's easier. I don't mind internal views. But when you're dealing with a depth perception issue in the game, that it's just easier to slide the camera over top and take a look. So yeah, we got a lot of baling to do. We got to get the grass done. We got a lot of stuff that we got to get done today. And it's a good thing I set the time scale right off the bat to half. I'll just take it to 1. Over here somewhere, so let's go ahead and head on back. We only got 1 or 2 passes left, so that is good. Good. Oh, I did a little external. Let's spit out a little bit more thingy right there. Lock on GPS. Cruise control. Yep, gotta make it one way back. So yeah, if we go here, where's it at? Oh, it's this page. So yeah, the mods that I got installed, we got the Alma, Missouri, a lot of vehicles. I'm not one to shy away from. Yeah, we're gonna be buying one of these for the map. Yep. That's something special. That's something special. Very special. A lot of John Deere. I'm running 600 plus mods on this map. Yeah, it's the mods that it's not showing is like the power tools, which I do have. We go F12. We do have power tools set up, but we're not going to use them. I used them for one additional map to rebuild. And that was when the map update for Waseca County came out. I stream that one every Sunday. So if you are inclined to watch some live streaming of maps, I need to work on the descriptions in the YouTube channel. I stream every Wednesday through Saturday night, starting generally around 8 p.m. Could be a little earlier depending on times, could be a little later depending on what's going on. I go till about 10:30ish. It's kind of been the stopping point, 2.5 hours. Seems to be a decent time for me on streaming. Saturday night I tend to run a little longer, around the midnight 1 o'clock time frame. And then Sunday I stream generally between 7:30 and 8 a.m. I go until, like I said, depending on what I have going on that day, could be 11:30ish, could be noon, 1 o'clock-ish. So you can get a wide variety of times, 5 days a week. Mondays and Tuesdays, if I do stream, they're going to be a spur of the moment. Start up the stream, I will broadcast. If you ever feel inclined to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, I would be more than appreciative of it. I also have a Discord. Link is in. In fact, I need to change the link because I think the link is broken. So I need to make sure I have the never expired link set up in it. Yep, I do have a Discord channel set up. It is on the main page. You can click the more info at my display name. In fact, it should be at the very top of the page. It should be listed right there. Yep, it's Discord of Hobby Corner, YouTube channel Hobby Corner Shane. It's all a work in progress. We're having fun with this. We just want to get people involved into the game. It's a great community. A lot of the people that I game with on a weekly basis are in the Discord channels and such. All just a great group of people. We all support each other. We all share each other's links in our live chats, in our live streams. Yep, great group of guys we got, and gals. Guys and gals. Alright, we got this, and I want to attempt to see if I can go over and start harvesting the oats. I want to get at least one pass around, maybe not a trailer, just one hopper. I'm just wondering if I can cross the little creek here. Or is it going to totally mess up my day? Let's get out and take a look. It should not be that bad. We're going to risk it for the YouTubes. Alright. There we go. We made it. We made it across. Where do I want to start at? I think I want to, I mean, we can start at this corner. It doesn't really matter. I guess we'll start here. This field's going to need plow and lime and all that good stuff, so yeah, it's all good. Lined up. Yep. And our baling can start anywhere. We can start right there with the baler. We can start at the either corner. Kind of why I wanted to go as straight as possible to get in there. And we're going to go for as long as we can. This may be an extra long episode, who knows? The first episode of any playthrough, any TV series, sitcom, whatever it is, tends to run, 2 hours in length, as the premiere episode. But we're going to go until probably that corner over there. We should have plenty of oats that we can give to our horses. Then we'll just park the combine right there. Then we'll jump in the mower and we'll get some mowing done. We'll do a small strip. We'll get some grass because we got the sheep and goats. We'll get some hay done. And I've got to do a lot more grass because I've got to make some silage. But we've got all of this headland area here that we will definitely be taking care of. got that nice, beautiful Samaz mower. That is one of the nicer ones. I mean, they're all really good. The Vermeer, you know, we can go up to the mower, the mower grassland section. The Kuhn is a great one. It's not the Samaz where you can drop a swath in the center right behind the tractor. The Krone Big M, oh, it's amazing. I have not used this Bednar. The Klosses are going to be just the same. In fact, you can extend the wings on these ones. Or no, it was the Pottingers. The Pottinger Nova Cat. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, the mowers, there's, like I said, a wide variety. These Kong slides. There's a Vermeer in here as well. I think that was up higher. Yeah, this Vermeer is great. This Elo is great. Yeah, and the mowers, yeah, they're all good. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's go ahead. We will back up. That way we can get the wagon in here. Yep, right there. Let's go ahead and dump this. In fact, we got to find our chickens, because we got to give them some food. And the chickens take sorghum, wheat, and barley. So we just will give this to the chickens. We had a decent amount here. And I'm just gonna drive around for a hot second before going into the map to see if I can find the chickens. Because that's our goats. That's our cattle. Goats and sheep, I should say. That's our horses. Where were the chickens? I mean, there they are, right there. Boom. Okay, there was the point right there. So all right, let's get a little closer. And that looks to be pretty close. We'll go in. There we go. There's the indication. Alright, our chickens are getting some food. I'm not sure how much food we got in there. Let's take a look. Because the trigger point is right there. So 7,500 liters of chicken feed. We can have 475 in here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. And we got a lot of mowing that we can do over here for extra grassland. This grass does grow back. It grows back at the same rate that a standard field of grass does, but it's thinner. It's definitely thinner. Let's dump this in. And we'll watch the pusher do its thing. Yep, alright. Let's go grab our oats now. We're going to work our way back to the main road, which is going to be over here. We should be able to hit the main road from here. We cannot. We gotta go to the farmhouse. We gotta take a left at the farmhouse. There we go. We may have to jump in the pool. Well, it's 74 degrees. It's a little cool right now. grab some oats. Get the horses some food. And then we got to work on the cattle and sheep. Duck in right here. Good. And oops, there we go. I'm not sure how many liters of oats the horses will take, but we'll figure that out. Okay, we got 5,100 liters, almost 5,200. Horses will be happy with some food, and then we're going to do something a little special. I said I was going to do the grassland next. I lied. I lied. We're not doing grassland next. Let's figure out where we need to go here. Get a little closer here. There we go. And they took all of it. Actually, I want to do this. Come on. Let's go move around the corner. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to park this on the road. Shut her down. And then the old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. There we go. Springboard. We got plenty of area to ride around in. This is the first time I've been on a horse in 20 years. "20 years, folks." Figured something out. I don't have to hold the trigger down. Alright. So we got the first one walked. And I done messed myself up here. There we go. Switch hand tool. I don't have any hand tools? I just got that. Okay. Alright. Animal care. We need ourselves a brush. And let's do this. And let's clean yesterday. And that's a B. Stay still. Come on. All right. 1 out of 5. Yep, I cleaned yesterday.